I'm at the Cedar-IBSi FinTech Happy Hour, and with me is Ram Ramdas of WonderLend Hubs.
Hubs.
And welcome to the Happy Hour. I'll
Thank
get
you.
right into it.
Thank you, Pooja.
First, my first question would be, what emerging trend do you see in a segment you think will be most disruptive to the industry, and why? And your industry.
I think there are two trends, in my opinion. So one I would call is the whole generative AI trend, which is the
Right.
buzzword of the day. So I cannot not talk about it. And it's not just a buzzword.
Yeah.
It has a lot of meat in it, and
Yeah,
it has a
correct.
lot of potential.
Right.
But I think the trend that we are trying to kind of ride on is the no code trend, where we can actually make business users, empower them with the kind of software and technology that they need to run their business. And that's what we are trying to do through WonderLend Hub. We are trying to provide a platform where lending product users, lending underwriting credit underwriting users
Right.
can create their own product, their own underwriting algorithm, and deliver customized credit offerings to a very large market, but not in a one size fits all, but in a what we call as a market of one.
Great. What is your secret to standing out in the crowded fintech funding landscape?
Exactly what I spoke about in the earlier trend. To be able to not create software that users will use,
Right.
but create a platform where users can create the software that they need for their use.
Right.
That's the secret sauce.
That's the secret sauce. Last question would be, which vertical in fintech do you observe upcoming regulatory changes?
I think if you look at what RBI has been doing in India specifically, I think practically every sector in financial services and more particularly in lending, right? So I think the whole idea would be to be able to provide a economic landscape where the users who are consuming financial services become much more empowered, right? So one of the things that we are doing, for example, is an alternate data credit scoring called socio-economic profiler service,
Right.
which is completely based on public anonymized data. We started working on this 5-6 years ago, before what is known as Data Privacy Act actually started coming into play, right? And I think privacy is going to be a very key, kind of a factor or a determinant in the whole regulatory, kind of landscape of financial services.
I have one last question for you, which is simply a follow up. In a nutshell, what cutting edge technology are you using to boost financial inclusion, as you just spoke in the last question?
So we would like to see, I mean, a lot of people talk about democratization of credit, including the RBI. But we strongly believe that democratization of credit cannot happen without democratization of credit technology. And that's what we are trying to focus on as the credit gateway to
That is
buyers.
so wonderful. I'm just amazed by all the replies of yours. Thank you so much, Ram, for having this conversation.